This is about a bad argument that was used by Bill Nye, and I want to debunk it and just show why it's a bad argument. And a lot of atheists and people who accept evolution actually think this was a good argument. I've heard people praise this argument. It's a horrible argument. And that's the 11 new species evolving each year. Well, why is that a bad argument? Because, well, majority of that is microbes and invertebrates. In other words, insects, bugs, crustaceans, and whatnot. How can we really take it seriously when he says 11 new species a year, when the majority of those species are things we have no way of actually looking at or examining the genetic structure? How can we be sure that they're not evolving? How can we tell that they're not speciating? We know they're not at that rate. But the point is, unless we're out there with microscopes and doing things to actually test each and every single one, we cannot definitively say that they're not speciating. And I was just going to leave this at the problem here. You know, better argument would be 14.5 new species a year, which is just, fish, mammals, birds, and whatnot. Unless all the fish are evolving at the bottom of the ocean where we can't see them, it's unlikely to happen. Because we can tell, new speciation is fairly interesting. Like I said, I was going to leave it at that. But I found in a 2-second Google search something which kind of debunks the idea itself. And that is, then in 2009, 19,232 new species were found. Sorry, this is 2011. Were found. Of which 13,903 were insects. Now, obviously, all these new species haven't evolved. But we're finding just this massive amount of new species of insects and other things, 41 new mammals and so on. How can we be sure that there aren't speciation events that quickly out there? I'm just saying it's probably unlikely, but we gotta look at logic here. We can't use a bad argument. Because I'm pretty sure that one of the creationists is just gonna come and point out, well, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. Is there somebody out there sequencing every single bacteria? I mean, we're doing a good job at sequencing. It's getting cheaper and cheaper. But it still costs tens of thousands of dollars to sequence a human. And with some bacteria and species of insects and other animals having genomes multiple times more massive than our own, it's just not that simple. Look at yeast. So I want to hear your thoughts. Is it still a good argument? Is it a bad one? Link down below to the article about the 20,000 new species discovered in 2011. It's kind of interesting. And I think it actually sort of shows that this kind of argument just doesn't work. So rate, comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts.